Takes it across for a Rams touchdown. Todd Gurley taking it in from a yard out. And the Rams are going to take a first quarter lead. Zerline connects on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Zerline out now to kick this one away. And oh, he kicked it out of bounds. That's a big penalty.
And this is where the rest of the team turns and stares at the kicker and says, you have one job. Execute it.
Good starting field position for him as they come up 1st and 10.
Double tight. 3 down.
Bortles now on 1st down. And the catch made here by Marquise Lee. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 16 yards that time on the pickup for the Jags and a 1st down.
58, boys.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Oh, yeah!
Well, you always talk about how you've got to be quick when you go through your progressions, and here's another prime example. Trying to look downfield, he was standing in the pocket. Just couldn't find anyone open.
No, not enough time. They hit him and force that incompletion. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. That one good for a gain of 13 for Jacksonville and a 1st down.
Here we go.
Alongside the former defensive back Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's Jaguar football as we begin quarter number 2. And they've got it here with a 1st down.
Here we go. Double tight.
They keep it with 4. Heck of a broken tackle and able to work this down near the 23. A solid run on 1st down, gain of 7, leaves them with a 2nd and 3.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
Here we go. Lucky. Let's go, baby. Return over.
Bortles to throw on 2nd down. Eluding the pressure right. Completes it to Lee. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. 1st down, Jacksonville. The passing game looking sharp on this drive for the Jags.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurate. A nice pass for a 1st down.
The Jags with their first opportunity in the red zone. They've got a 1st and goal to go at the 7. A fake to Fournette. Now it's Bortles to throw. And nearly picked off. Surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away, but it does get away and it's 2nd down. They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now.
Hey, let's go. Trips left. Hey. 4 down. Spread left. Check 24.
He'll get him up the middle, and he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2.
Baby.
This is kind of one of those in-between plays here, Charles, on 3rd and goal from the 2 or the 3 in that area. What do you dial up?
Something quick hitting. You don't have the time for something that develops slowly. It's got to be right at them. If you're going to run the football, throw it, something quick, get it out of your hands in a hurry.
Flushed out right.
Here they come.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Austin Seferian-Jenkins, a 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Jaguars are within an extra point of tying this one up. Point after by Lambeau, up and good. And we are tied at 7. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. And the Rams now coming out on the field. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things out.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets this football out shy of the 30 to the 29.
11.
Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs. On first down, it's gone. Dumps it off to Gurley. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
He'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And it'll be second and very short.
Partner, I remember a coaching friend of mine used to tell his running backs before games, make sure you run and jog with your offensive line in pregame. Get used to grabbing, shaking those big boys.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Malik Jackson getting in there from his defensive tackle spot to snow him under for a loss of 4.
Super. 12. Harbaugh.
It's our time, guys. It's our time.
5.
A shotgun snap for gone. He'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he's got the first down before being taken down at the 46. So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 46. Gone. And Woods has it complete. That throw good for 4. It's second down. That time they hit him out of the slot on the drag.
And that route takes some fortitude from the guy running it because he knows he's going through the briar patches, I like to call it, right? He's trying to work his way through all that traffic and put a big little contact on it.
And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many other backs in the league.
And he's going to get this inside the 30. It's a 10-yard pickup, and it moves the chains.
But they're getting ready to go to work now in prime real estate after that last run. Found his spot and picked up nice yardage, didn't he?
And now he's got him knocking on the door of the red zone.
He's crashing. He's checking crash.
Merlin.
44's the mic.
Twos. Harbaugh.
Rush.
Harbaugh.
Now a first down throw, gone. His throw caught right around the 6. And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. Brandon Cooks, 26 yards. And the Rams are in for 6. Zerline now for the PAT. Zerline good with a PAT. And that makes the score 14-7. Zerline out now to kick this one away. Big mistake here by the kicker, kicking it out of bounds.
The one that drives coaches crazy. Keep it in the field of play and let your guys cover.
Very good starting field position for the Jaguars offense as they come up 1st and 10.
It's our time. It's our time.
On 1st and 10, here's Bortles. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Takes it for the pick. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on 1st down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
Louis.
Hey, boys, we got 4 down.
Here's Goff now on 2nd down. And Cooks has it over the middle. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 15, just shy of the 10. A good pick up there at 20 yards.
Hey, 76.
So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A 1-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the 2nd half. The Rams going to get the football first here, and they look to build on their lead as the 2nd half gets started. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. Here's the Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the 3rd quarter.
I like the way you term that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the 1st half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about,
Here we go, fellas.
change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try to do a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the 1st half.
We'll see if they do just that.
Here we go,
That's going to
fellas,
go
here
as
we
a
go.
loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
It's real easy to say this running game needs to be better, but the reality is they've been given all the time to actually find ways to run the football. It's almost like the defense is there on the handoff.
And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Here we go.
Pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And this is going to be incomplete. DJ Hayden right there on the coverage.
Well, sometimes you just have to take things into your own hands, don't you? I mean, the offense is really struggling in this game. They're the ones keeping things going. They have to continue to play at that level.
Here's Johnny Hacker now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. Pulled in at the 24. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10. Here comes the Jags offense now. Time for their first possession of half number 2. They were able to get the stop defensively. Now a chance to turn that into points on the offensive end.
Can you imagine what the grease board looks like at the half? Because
no, tell me.
That's exactly what they printed up. Stop them on defense, get the ball back for our offense, and go downfield and score some points. Now, the last part remains to be seen, but they got the first part.
Or you mean
yeah, those two.
He'll get about 3 here as he's out to the 30. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now
Let's go.
is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Well, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. On 2nd down, here's Bortles. Flush to his right. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's 3rd down.
Yeah, not much there that time, and I think we were both wondering once he got out of the box whether he'd just throw the ball away, and he winds up only picking up a yard or 2.
So 3rd and 5, defensively expecting pass. They've got 6 DBs out there.
Back to you.
From the gun, it's Bortles. Out of the backfield, it's T.J. Yeldon. And he's brought down, but following a pretty juke move that gives him the first down. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs. Throwing on first down is Bortles. Being chased out left. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, another incomplete pass. Second down, here's Fournette. And that one goes for about 6 as he's taken down just shy of the 45.
He hasn't had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. From the gun on 3rd down, Bortles. Escaping the pressure right. He may try and run for this. Taking matters into his own hands, and he picks up 4 yards and a first down.
How many times do we hear that 3rd down may be the most important down in football, and there's no better example than what we just saw right there. Forced to scramble, knows where the first down marker is, dives for it, and gets it. What a big-time play, putting his body on the line to pick up the key first down.
To throw, it's Bortles. And he'll get that to Fournette, complete. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line.
Omaha.
11 yards there for Jacksonville and a first down as well. On first down, Bortles. Eluding the pressure right. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down.
Let's go. Be quick, but don't hurry. Well, that went right out the window there. He was hurried, harassed. That ball had to be gotten rid of. Otherwise, he's going to get sacked.
They go back to the ground now with Fournette. They'll wind up getting 4 down to the 36.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had the incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
Now he'll dump it to his running back, complete. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 10 yards there, good enough for a Jags first down. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out there.
So many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw, and a good one.
Let's go.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
I got you, son. I got you. You're all mine. You're all mine, baby.
Let's go.
Bortles will try again on 2nd down. That is caught at the 7. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. First down, Jacksonville. The passing game looking sharp on this drive for the Jags.
Out time, guys. Out time. Let's get off the field. Let's get off the field.
Again, they'll throw with Bortles. Flush down right. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Samson Abukum.
Go ahead and take it.
In there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8. First down, a bit of a disaster, and now on 2nd and goal, even further. Here's Bortles to throw. Forced out to his left. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Marquise Lee, a 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Jaguars are within an extra point of tying this one up. A little surprising they wouldn't go for 2, but this is up and good. And an important one that is, as we are all tied now early in this 4th quarter. So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this 4th quarter. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
Here we go, fellas. Here we go.
As they head to the field now, with the game this
Four
close,
down.
you
Check,
got to
check.
feel a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete.
Here we go.
When I watch that
Here we
play,
go,
I
fellas.
thought
Here we go.
about
Here
what
we
my
go.
coaches had told me in the past. The biggest
to the right,
teaching
boy,
point,
tight to the right.
get your head
Super
around.
one.
Locate the football so you can make a play
Fire
on
ball,
it while it's in
fire
the air. That's exactly what he did there. That was nice.
Dula.
Second and 10. Goff again. He's got a man wide open, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. That one goes for 24 yards.
Here we go, fellas. Here we go.
Goff
Here we go,
now,
fellas. Here we go.
11 of 15 through the air. Here's first and 10.
Fire ball. Fire ball.
Handoff. It's Gurley. Gurley. And he's brought down.
Here we go.
Back-to-back nice plays. 12 yards that time and a first down.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this
four.
size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking
Here we go,
about
here we
it.
go.
D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah,
Hey,
that's
tight
not a
end
guy
right.
they
Watch
want to
tight
see
end.
consistently.
We got four.
Ric Flair.
Check nickel.
Hey, let's go. Let's go. Brown. Fire ball. Set.
On second and 10, Goff. Right side complete. That's Woods. And he gets it down to the 32. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down. The Rams on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 4. Back to throw. Goff. Find his target. Woods. It's complete. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th
Hey, fellas,
down.
we got 3. Let's go.
Here we go,
Tie
fellas. Here we
game,
go.
4th quarter, and they're going for this thing on 4th down.
12.
Four down.
They go ahead and snap it. Gone. And no, it's incomplete. The linebacker, Telvin Smith, able to get a hand on it there. So they pass on the chance to kick the go-ahead field goal.
Let's go.
And that may be one they're going to regret big time.
And I think the head coach is going to have some splaining to do,
Yeah.
right? Because in this situation, you kick the field goal, give yourself that chance at victory.
Go. Let's
By
run.
going
Let's
for
run.
it,
Hey, run it.
maybe you're saying you don't trust your field goal kicker, or maybe he knows something we
Let's go,
don't.
let's
Maybe
go.
the kicker's hurt. So there's be a lot of questions at the post-game press conference.
Makes the rest of this 4th quarter and the rest of this game very interesting.
Here we go.
Now Bortles throwing on 2nd down. He'll check this one off to Fournette. Gets through, and now an opening. And he goes out of bounds across the 40-yard line. The Jags picking up the first down there, a gain of 12.
It's funny, throughout the time that we've been together, when we talk with running backs about the ability to catch the ball,
Let's
their
go.
eyes light up when they talk about open field and having one-on-one matchups, don't they?
Yeah, they do. And that's the reason why. What we just saw, shedding those
184,
tackles, and that's what they're
184.
used to doing.
It is, and it starts at the beginning of the play, one-on-one matchup if someone's trying to cover them, but they also like those one-on-ones downfield after the catch when they're running with the ball. They think they're going to win those too.
a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Hey, keep it up. Keep it up.
And give him about 5 as he gets this up to the 48-yard line.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
Hey, watch number 5.
Let's go. Let's go.
Shotgun down for Bortles. Dumps it off to Fournette. Leading his way through contact. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line. A big 30-yard play on 3rd. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first timeout. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning.
Here we go. Here we go.
Left, left, left. Watch left, left, left.
Fournette, first down keeper. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
3 down. Oh, yeah!
Number 20 makes the tackle. No gain on the play.
Time for a break. We'll come back and see how it all shakes out after this.
Here we go. Here we go.
Again, it's Fournette. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining.
Here we go.
A game-winning field goal would be a chip shot from here. Let's see how they play it on 1st and goal.
Remember me? You remember me?
They'll try to run for it with Fournette. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. And now with 1:52 to go, we get another pause in the action. A timeout here defensively.
Let's go.
So
Let's
they
go.
get pushed back to the 11. And here's 2nd and goal.
Hey, pick your game up.
They'll give it to him. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. Only a couple yards there, and that's going to set up a long 3rd and goal. Now, what's the thinking here? Because a touchdown would be nice, but you've ensured yourself a chance at 3 in the lead. So how worried are you about the 6?
You're not very worried about if you're confident in your kicker. And if you got a kicker who can put it through the post, you feel really good about trying to bleed that clock down. In an ideal scenario, your kicker puts it through the post as the clock hits zeros.
I'm coming after you.
Here's Fournette. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. Give him 4 yards there, but they're still well short of the goal line with 4th down now looming.
Now that was a big stop on 3rd down, and this is where head coaches make their money and answer the question right here and now. Do you kick the field goal for the 3 points, or do you go ahead and try and grab yourself a touchdown lead?
Now Doug Marrone, with a play clock almost out, says let's take a timeout as the clock stops with 23 seconds to go in the game. So on now is the kicker, Josh Lambo. This to take the lead here in the final minute. And Lambo will put this one through. And the sideline celebrates as they have taken the lead in the final minute. So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. So I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone and get you 6?
The Rams offense now making their way out to take over. So you're right there, but obviously the clock is not your friend. How do you handle this situation?
You're thinking 2 plays. 1 to get yourself in position for the second one, whether you're able to get into field goal range or you have to try another deep pass, but you're trying to get the first one to a receiver, get out of bounds, and give yourself a chance to set things up for an easier shot at it.
We'll see if they can do it. Might be easier said than done. One last throw here for Goff. And the Jags get to him as down he goes. Well, we saw a close game that kept us on the edge of our seats down to that final whistle. And right before that final whistle,